Hey, Shalom, guys. Welcome to another episode of A Dash of Trash, where we look at the Midrash and see where it can be applied throughout the New Testament. So today, what we will be looking at today is the Drash of training a child. So this comes from Leviticus chapter 7, verse 3 from the Midrash Rabbah, which says, Rabbi Asi said, "Why do they begin the teaching of scripture for children with Torah's Kohanim, i.e., the book of Leviticus, and not with Genesis? Rather, since the children, are pure without sin, and the offerings are pure, it is therefore fitting that the pure should come and engross themselves in the study of which is pure." So when children begin to study the Torah, they don't start in Genesis, they actually start in Leviticus. And this gives the explanation why. So this is really interesting because when we look at our master Yeshua, he also did the same thing. As it says in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7, "You are to teach them diligently to your children and speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up." So this command in Deuteronomy is something that, as we most definitely know, that Joseph and Miriam, the parents of Yeshua, definitely taught Yeshua these things, the Torah, and it's quite evident, as we will soon see. Luke chapter 2, verse 21 to 23 reads this: "When 8 days had passed for his Brit Milah, he was named Yeshua, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days of their purification were fulfilled, according to the Torah of Moses, they brought him to Jerusalem to present to Adonai. As it is written in the Torah of Adonai, every firstborn male that opens the womb shall be called holy to Adonai." When we continue reading in verse 39 and 40, it says this: "When Joseph and Miriam had completed everything according to the Torah of Adonai, they returned to Galilee to their own city of Nazareth. The child kept growing and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him." So clearly, Joseph and Miriam had a very well-rounded idea and knowledge of the Torah that they continued to raise him. And we know that the Midrash has been around for a very long time. It was only written down towards a little before the medieval centuries, after the Mishnah was finally written down. But this was all oral laws and traditions that, because Yeshua, it says, he became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. We knew that they kept oral traditions as well as what was written down within the Torah. Now, an interesting part of this is we read in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6, where it says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go. When he is old, he will not turn far from it." A perfect example is how we see Joseph and Miriam as they raise Yeshua as he's growing up. As he's growing up, as he's getting older, he even challenges a lot of the rabbis and shows them things from the Torah and asks some difficult questions because of how he was raised. He continued with the knowledge and the grace that was upon him. So I hope you enjoyed this Midrash. I hope it gives you a new insight of how we should raise our children to be just like Yeshua, and they will eventually get to the part where as they get older, hopefully they have that solid grounding of the Torah and they continue to be a pleasing person to God, because that's our goal at the end of the day. So be blessed. Have a good one, guys.